Dead in Hip Hop album review. Big Krit, Digital Roses Don't Die. Do y'all really need an intro to Big Krit from Dead in Hip Hop?
That's what you did to him last time. Yeah.
We've been doing Big Krit since Big Krit been Big Krit. You understand me? Since he been a king remembered in time, we've been doing reviews. If you don't know, go back. We did Forever and a Day with your boy Yo, a longtime family friend of Dead in Hip Hop. We had, what's the DJ name?
DJ Wally Sparks.
DJ Wally Sparks. Thank you, Beezy. You already know I'm bad with names. We had DJ Wally Sparks in a barber shop review, bro. I think that was the first time we did that. So go back and entertain yourself with that one too. Not gonna shout out anything else, but definitely go cop the merch. Make sure you.
I wonder if Big Krit the most reviewed artist on DEHH, because we reviewed a lot of his shit.
Yeah, we've reviewed a lot of Big Krit. Yeah. I would definitely say he has to be top 3. It's only maybe like 2 projects that we didn't touch.
He might be one. I think he might be one.
He might be.
I might have to do a quick little research real quick. I think he might be our most reviewed artist.
He might be the most reviewed Dead in Hip Hop artist.
And we also did an interview with him.
And we did an interview with him, which he dropped the name of his debut album, Live from the Underground. He dropped that album title with a Dead in Hip Hop interview, you know what I'm saying? And man, follow me on IG, bro. I was dropping a whole bunch of fucking goats and shit that we done met, but that's not here, not there. Big Krit.
Fuck.
Shut your ass up.
Let man get off, man.
Trying to get his little followers up.
That man get off, man.
Shit.
We reviewed him 7 times on DHH, just by the way.
That is a lot.
I think he's the most.
We've done all of Logic's shit too, haven't we? He talked a lot of shit.
No,
I bet he's got a good 6 or 7.
I know for a fact we didn't do as many as Krit.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't do as many because we skipped more Logic ones than we have Krit ones.
Gotcha.
I like this album. It was definitely a switch up, but my issue with this particular project, I'm gonna get the issues out the way first. Damn. The timing. And the reason why I say the timing is because when Krit 3 years ago now, in 2019, dropped Krit Is Here, a play on his debut mixtape, Krit Was Here. That was the album he chose to decide to switch up the sound. Right, like where he has Saweetie on there. It felt very commercial, especially coming from the DJ Drama mixtape. You already know I'm bad with names. I think
it's better this way.
It's better this way. And that whole theme of that particular project was: do I stay my underground Southern roots? Do I go this commercial shit because I do it really good, even though I don't get the respect over here? And even the album cover kind of shows you, you know what I'm saying, where should Krit go? So then when Krit Is Here drops, and it's like, oh, so you decided to go the commercial route. And then he drops a mixtape the same year, TDT, and it's like, oh, it's more commercial. Okay, Krit, this is where you're going. But to me, this is how Big Krit should switch up the sound. With so many projects like Forever and a Day, King Remembered in Time, all of these joints that were so Southern heavy, that's just kind of where Krit is. And that's what I expect. This is where the veer should have happened. Because this is, like, could we even call this hip hop? Like, this is more R&B, fucking, like, melodic type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is different. And this is, in my opinion, how Krit should have veered, and, you know, had us wanting a different type of hip hop album. Again, like, I like it, but I don't necessarily love this. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I just haven't had it long enough to love it, but it's one of those joints that I played and I'm like, I get it, but I don't know about the replay value for me.
I was gonna say Big Krit if you're watching.
That nigga said fast forward.
Man,
I love you, dog. Like, I love what you create.
I think Rob about to say the same thing I'm feeling.
Songs, I love albums. I love you as an artist, but this isn't what I particularly wanted, and that's fine.
Yeah.
This isn't what I wanted, but you know, I could find some enjoyment out of it. When South Side of the Moon came on, I was like, oh, this is cool, but I know this ain't the direction I think it's about to go. Cause I heard him singing and it was just like, you know, it was a little singing or whatever. I was like, man, I got a feeling that this is about to be like a, you know, not a hip hop driven album or a rapping album. It wasn't. And then that Show You Right came on. I can show you better than I tell you. Like, I'm like, oh no, It shocked me the first time I heard it and I was just like, ugh. But then, you know, the more I listen to it, I'm like, okay, some of this stuff is catchy. You know what I'm saying? Some of it is melodic. And
you ain't like Come Out to Play?
Hell no. No. Again, though, for some reason it's really catchy. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff is really catchy, and I can give them credit. And I will give them credit for committing to something like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did give them, like, you know what? I give them credit for committing to an album like this. It's just not what I particularly want. You know what I mean? And that's fine. It is some stuff on here. Like, South Side of the Moon was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I could tell, like, in that song, like, oh man, I think this is the direction he's gonna go in. He started going all the way in. But
so Cool was the lead singer on the video for the album.
Wow.
He had Trinidad James on there, and DJ Wally Sparks is on there.
I hadn't heard any singles, I hadn't seen any videos.
Yeah. So when the album started off this way, when it started off with South Side of the Moon, I was like, okay, yeah, this is where we at.
Oh wow. Yeah. I had no clue. I just wanted to hear the K.R.I.T album when it came out. I didn't want to know what it was gonna sound like. This is not what I was expecting at all.
Yeah.
I love K.R.I.T, and I love what K.R.I.T does. This just is one of those ones, man, that I just don't. It doesn't have replay value for me.
Yeah.
There are a couple songs, like I said, that are catchy. Even That's So Cool. Even though I don't really like it like that. It is catchy as hell. And a lot of these are catchy as hell. It's Over Now, All the Time. Like, all that stuff is catchy, but it's not necessarily what I wanted from K.R.I.T. Personally. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty much your sentiments exactly. One thing I can say I appreciate about this album is, I guess from a production standpoint, that K.R.I.T really, you know, I like the fact that he did with a lot more soulful, jazzy type of instrumentation on here. Once I heard So Cool, and then when the album started off the way it did, I was like, okay, this is... you can definitely tell, at least have some type of inspiration from Andre's 3000 Love Below on this. Like, that's what I was like, okay, I feel like he's trying to go for that.
Yeah, what's going on? Like, it's a lot of people pulling from that sound right now, it seems like. And that was another thing I think that was a ding against this, because I know we had just reviewed that Nick Grant. And I was just like, dang, man, what's going on right now? Like, why is this sound so popular right now?
I don't know, but and I'm looking at, like, maybe K.R.I.T is in a different headspace right now creatively. Maybe that's why we got this type of album.
That was another question I had. I was just like, who is this album for? This can't be for his core.
Like my sub. Here's
the thing, and that's the reason why I talked about timing, because when you look at the mixtape run in the first two albums, right, like that run needed some type of intermission. Right, because K.R.I.T was so Southern heavy. It wasn't necessarily for everybody. And I also understood the logic in K.R.I.T is here and quote unquote giving a new sound and vibe. This should have been then.
Along with this album, I remember that the last K.R.I.T is here was the first time I was like, damn, that's the first time I'm not liking enjoying the K.R.I.T album. 100%. Because forever and a mighty long time was the double album was the last K.R.I.T album that I remember like being like, yo, he didn't slide into the double album curse. Like, I like a lot of these joints. But then I feel like, from K.R.I.T is here now, it's like
and TDT.
Yeah, TDT. It's just like, you know, it's just he's probably just in a different headspace. Cause I mean, I'm like rap. I love K.R.I.T. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he made so much great shit. It's kind of cool.
It's cool.
Even though I might not, though I might not like the sound of it, but it's like, okay, K.R.I.T, you're in a different headspace probably. Mature wise, he's probably somewhere else. So maybe that's why he's making this type of music or this type of album or sound that he wanted to make. That's how I took it as.
I feel you. I can't be mad at him, which is why I addressed him like just off the top. Because, man, come on, man. I love K.R.I.T. Like, everybody knows. Like, this one isn't for me. Yeah. That's really all it is. That's all it is. I'm not mad at it or anything. I'm just like, okay, this is what you want to do. Cool.
Like I said, So Cool was jazzy as hell. Road Clean was jazzy as hell. Like the sound was definitely very jazzy and soulful. So I definitely appreciate that direction he went as far, because he still produced pretty much the majority of this. Generational way down, like the sound, the production was like, oh man, like I like what he's doing, but just sonically, like just what K.R.I.T was going for, you know, vocally and everything. It wasn't my cup of tea.
Really, what's good? Stand up.
Yeah, he trying to get his Fonte on, man. You know, trying to transition into some singing here or there. He sung on some other projects, right? Shit sounded good. I'm with you. I thought the beats and stuff were really good on here. I do agree with Feefo. I think the timing is, considering the fact he's been gone so long, and you come out with almost like an experimentation and heading into a different direction with more singing than rapping. I don't know if, given the length of time he's been away, if people were ready to hear that. So I think they were like, oh, I want to hear more of the rapping stuff. But shit, after the way Feefo tore his ass down last time, what do you expect?
I don't remember that.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Put the sad
I
music
remember
behind
you put the
it.
sad music. Yes.
The mixtape where Krit said it's better this way, right? And the one where he's going off on either path. Like if the path brought you here, my nigga, you went the wrong way. You went the wrong fucking way, man.
He didn't take the Rollers Travel. he took the other one.
I don't know what the fuck he took.
Yes,
Yeah.
you said all that.
You don't
And
remember
K.R.I.T's here.
Which album was it?
K.R.I.T is here, the last
K.R.I.T
one.
is here.
The last
The
album.
last album.
Yeah.
Feefo tore it apart.
So it's your fault.
It is your fault.
It's your fault if you don't
I
like
forgot
it.
about that, and it's my fault for making sure you even put the emphasis on it.
Yeah, you did something. Like you changed the color. You did something to emphasize the fact
That was logic.
No, he did something
did it
to
with
that
your-
K.R.I.T one
that one
too.
too. I
He
did it with
did.
K.R.I.T one.
It
I'm
might
about
not
to
have been the music, but he did something. But anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead, Ken.
When I get albums like this, you know, I always, you know, I think about conversations we have. It's like, man, you know, try something different, do something different. You know, and I want to definitely allow the artists, you know, room to do at times what I ask for. And, you know, I think that's dope. When it comes to the singing and some of the way the songs were structured from an R&B standpoint, I think there's some work to be done there. But overall, I don't think it's necessarily a bad album. I think it definitely took some adjusting for me to get used to, because I thought I was going to get a lot of rapping. And, you know, I got singing, but it felt like he was kind of walking in this direction for a while. Because I think he did it, he was singing on a joint with Jill Scott or something like that. I can't remember.
He's sung
But
several times, but it's just been like hooks and stuff like that.
listening to some of these joints, that I think he can definitely make a transition into that area. You know, writing R&B songs is definitely a lot different than writing rap songs. You know, so but I think he can do it, and I think there are definitely some joints over here that kind of work. You know, there's old K.R.I.T like Generational Way Down that I like here. Road Clean as well. So Cool was dope also. I wasn't a fan of Boring all that much.
I'm boring and you love.
Oh yeah. I wasn't a fan of that joint. But
It's just catchy. I know all the fucking hooks.
given that he was trying something like fully leaning into this the way that he did, I don't think it's that bad. Where it ranks in terms of his albums, I would need time with that. But overall, I'm interested in where he's gonna go from here, because he may be tired of rapping. He may want to do something different.
Yeah.
You know, an experiment.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give him the room to do that. I like enough of what I heard here to allow him to fully make that transition and see where he goes.
K.R.I.T, I hope you made it this far. I hope you didn't turn it off prior to this. I'm with Ken. I'm actually a little surprised by that side of the room, a little bit, but I think this album's great. It's not even remotely what I was expecting. And I remember off camera we had a discussion about how much I enjoy K.R.I.T's music, how much I like his albums, but I don't ever return to him. I return to this over and over and over again. I know it's weird. It's a fun album. This album is so much fun. It's only 38 minutes long. When I saw that it was 17, 18 tracks, I was like, oh shit. This is gonna be a fucking 2-hour long rap project, a whole bunch of rapping. And when South Side of the Moon started, I was like, okay, well that's weird. That's not where I was expecting this to go. But when Show You Right came on, man, forget about it. Forget about it. I was in my house like, really? Really, K.R.I.T? I was like, okay, cool. Road Clean. Have you ever rode clean? And I was like, oh, wow, this is like, what's my man? COVID brain fog. What's my man that burned people with crack pipes?
Burn people crack pipes.
If you-
Biden? What's your burn people with
the
crack
artist, the musician.
What?
Dave Chappelle played him. Y'all are not black at all today.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Thank you. What the hell's wrong with y'all?
What the hell wrong with you?
I have COVID brain fog.
You gonna play it on this because your brain gone. and
I
shit.
forgot, but y'all were just like, who, what? Yeah, this gave me fucking Rick James vibes. I was like, damn, this is interesting. Now, it was, I liked this so much. After listening to it like 2 or 3 times, I had to stop and go back. And I was like, maybe I misremembered his last projects. Like, where did this come from? So I went back and I listened to the last one. I was like, nah, don't sound nothing like that. Went back, another one. I was like, I don't sound nothing like this. So this is a brand new sound. While they were talking, I was looking. This dude has had 4 albums and 14 mixtapes. Let this man do something different. That's all I'm saying. Hey, y'all spoke enough. Let me get this shit out.
You understand?
I know.
And I mentioned it.
But I know,
yeah.
but I'm just saying. Look, Krit, this shit is dope. This shit is dope. And if it took you 14 mixtapes of rapping, bruh, if you want my old shit, listen to my old albums. Isn't that what y'all man say? Listen to his 14 mixtapes of fucking rapping. I'm glad he did something different. This shit is great. When you talk about timing, I know exactly what you mean, but I think this is perfect timing. We're about to go into summer. This is a fucking summer album. This some shit you put on in the car, and I don't even like to be happy. I put this shit on in the car and rolled the windows down. I had a good ass day.
He said,
Someone cut me off,
I
bruh.
can
I'm telling
tell
you,
you.
man. Have you ever rolled clean?
That shit hard.
When So Cool hits, I'm telling you, only song I did not like was Come Out to Play. And that's only because the placing was weird and it just brought the energy down for me. When it got to Just For You, yes. Boring, yes. Would it matter? Yes. Yes. All the time, y'all can't tell me his flow wasn't nice on that shit. He was rapping. Look, bruh, I don't even know what the fuck else to say. Look, I'm gonna tell you what's one thing. Kevin Bloodbath, what does he say about us all the time? Motherfuckers don't like to have fun. Yeah. He right. These motherfuckers don't want to have fun, bro. I want to have a little fun sometimes. And this shit was so goddamn fun. I cleaned my house to it. It's not even mowing lawn season. I mowed the lawn to it.
Ain't no grass to cut outside.
It's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you.
That's what's up.
I really, really enjoyed this project. I do agree with y'all. It's not, I don't know if you can really call it rap, and that's fine. I don't know what you want to call it. But I know a lot of people are dipping their toes into this sound. Out of everyone that I've heard do this sound recently, this is the best. This sounds authentic. This, like, the guitars and shit that were in there, just like the funk sounds. It didn't sound like corny. It didn't sound like it was super artificial or I'm going over the top trying too hard. It almost sounded natural. Like I said, when I heard this, it made me go back because this didn't sound like it was a brand new thing. I was like, wait a minute. This shit sound like he been doing this for a minute. Hey, I'm with this shit. I'm about to go burn some chicks with some crack pipes, bro. That's what I'm finna do today. I'm about to get me a perm, all right? Some super tight pants and them knee-high boots. After this shoot, watch. What else y'all gotta say with y'all little negative Nelly asses, bro?
I said it was good.
You did.
I think that's dope.
He said you did.
I'm just playing. It was good. I really thought everybody here was gonna love this shit.
Really?
How can you put on So Cool and not just have a smile on your face? And just want to
Yeah.
just
So cool. Like I
put
said,
on
when the
So Cool
single
for Dom and see if he don't dance.
Bro.
What you mean no?
No, I said bro.
Oh, I thought you said no.
Everything on here is catchy as hell. Like,
So catchy.
like I said, I know every hook. Like I know, it's very rare that I know. I look at the track, I'm like, oh yeah, I know how that goes. I know how that goes. It is fun, but it's just not what I wanted.
What did you want?
You want that Mount Olympus?
I want Mount Olympus, and I wouldn't mind some of this. Like I like the opening track, South Side of the Moon. I feel like that was a good fusion of this and some of the stuff he did. So I was expecting more of that. You know what I'm saying? That would have been cool with but he went all the way there. And I was just like, I don't know if I want him to go all the way there. But again, like, I can't say that he shouldn't have created this. I think I said that in my opening statement because I think this is something that he wanted to do, and And I could commend him for going all the way there because he went all the way there.
Yeah.
But the question I do have for you though is Nick Grant is very similar to this sound.
This is better.
What's the difference between this and that Nick Grant for you? Because
I
it
don't
seems like
have
you're
a-
very hyped about this one versus the Nick Grant.
The Nick Grant, and this is again nothing against Nick Grant. This one felt more fun to me. Nick Grant had more of like a love vibe to it. This one doesn't have a love vibe. This one has a I'm playlicious. Let's go have a barbecue. Let's go outside and have a good ass time, with the exception of a couple songs. But for the most part, this album just sounded a lot more fun. I'm not saying it's not spawned from something that was going on with his relationship. I have no idea.
It definitely sounds like love to me though.
I didn't get that.
Just for you.
Wet lashes and shot glasses.
Yeah, this is very love.
This does not sound like I'm in love. Let's sing about love. This don't sound like that to me. This just sounds like, 'cause I mean, all of those old funky R&B songs, most of them were love songs.
Right.
But I never got the picture of, okay, he must have had a relationship issue. And that's why he wrote this. I got that from Nick Grant. Either he had a relationship issue or he had a new relationship, and that's kind of what spawned it. I don't know for a fact, but that's what I felt with Nick Grant. With this, I just feel like with all of the fucking downer ass rap we have, with all of the shoot 'em up, kill 'em up, deal 'em up hip hop, I know I sound like fucking Bill Cosby or fucking Oprah right now, but I'm just saying, with all of the other shit people are doing, I really commend someone that just goes over the line with making just a fun project and that doesn't sound hokey and corny. Not saying Nick Grant was hokey or corny, because it wasn't, but most rappers that would try to do this, it would be terrible. I could not see, even rappers I like, I couldn't see Killer Myke as much as I love Killer Myke. I could not see Killer Myke making this and me sitting back and being like, yeah. And who would know this sound better than someone that grew up with it like Killer Myke?
You remember way back when I said I feel Big Krit is Big Boy and Andre had a baby.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
Krit. And this is just the other side of that duality. And you're 100% right. Like, there's not many artists that can go that far with this and make it sound
Make it
good.
authentic.
Yeah, 100. Favorite tracks for me, give me South Side of the Moon, give me Road Clean, Generational, or Dash Way Down, give me Wet Lashes and Shot Glasses. Give me All the Time.
I really like South Side of the Moon. Road Clean is super dope. Generational way down. It's over now. And All the Time.
Give me So Cool, South Side of the Moon, Road Clean, Generational, Show You Right.
My favorite tracks are So Cool, Generational Way Down, Road Clean, Wet Lashes and Shot Glasses. It's over now.
Show You Right, Road Clean, So Cool, All the Time. Oh, and Just For You. Just For You. Yeah, let's just say that I gave up the Gators. Oh, they hating on you. Krit.
If you're watching, I like the switch up. I just feel it was a little late because the other switch up, I wasn't feeling it, bro. But I'm feeling this switch up. I like it. It's good. Definitely not where I thought you were gonna go, but I fuck with it. But I just don't know the replay value. And again, maybe it just hasn't sat with me long enough, but I think it's a good project. And like Myke said, I think the biggest takeaway for me, the one word that sticks out is authentic. This is authentic Krit. So I fuck with it.
You need to listen to it more. You even sound sad right now, bro. You need to put this album on and make yourself happy.
It doesn't give me
It don't make you happy?
overjoyous vibe. It gives me chill
Really?
for the most part.
Wow. Interesting. Okay.
Big Krit, if you're watching. Yeah, man, I think you made a super catchy album. It's just not catchy enough for me to really enjoy the way I enjoy some of your other stuff. Again, man, like I know I legit know every hook to this album because it's just that catchy. And I guess like to the authentic point, I think because it sounds so authentic is why it's catchy and it's not corny. You've made so much dope shit that you deserve the space to do whatever the fuck you want to do and create whatever you want to create, which is why I don't think anybody on the stage is mad the fact that you made something that they may not particularly have wanted. You know, it's just one of those things. Like, it's just not for everyone, and that's totally fine, man. Like, you and the artist create what you're feeling at the time. You've earned that respect to do that. So yeah, man. Like, keep doing what you're doing, man. I catch you on the next one. Like some of these songs are fun. I don't think it's just as fun as what Myke is saying. Like, and that's great that it is. I love that you put this man here in a joyous mood. That is an accomplishment.
The grumpiest motherfucker here.
Right.
I don't know if you understand how much that accomplishment that
Fuck
is,
you, man.
but it is.
No, he's right. Bro. This has only happened like kind of one hand in 11 years.
I'm happy sometimes, man.
Yo, I love it.
Rarely. One hand's worth in 11 years.
Yo, I love the album even that much more when I heard his take. I was like, okay, I love the album. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Yo, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you, K.R.I.T, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. We love you, man.
Big Krit, if you're watching, pretty much, yeah, Rod's sentiments exactly. Like, I mentioned it to him while he was giving his take. Like, K.R.I.T, you didn't gave us so much dope ass albums and mixtapes that I still go back and replay a lot. So, you know, for you to step out and get creative, like production wise, I think it's, like I said, I can appreciate that. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, you know, I'm just going like Rod said, I'll catch you on the next one. You know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate the fact that you're willing to let your creative juices flow, man. You know what I'm saying? Like let it go and do what you feel. So yeah, I mean, I'll check you out on the next one. So, but good job on this one.
Yeah, man, good album, man. Like I said, I like that you are definitely trying something different. You know, I want to definitely give you room to explore that. I've heard you experiment in this area before, so I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to give it a go for a whole album. And I think that that's dope. And it could definitely extend your career a little bit, definitely, you know, longer. I think you could still continue to rap and put out albums, but doing something different and being creative, I think it's cool, man. And I think tapping into that, those southern roots, I can imagine what type of funk, soul, blues shit you can come up with on future projects. So keep doing your thing, bro.
Big Krit, if you're watching, hey man, this is a fucking incredible project. I don't know what inspired this. I don't know what made you want to do this, but it's great. I have a fantastic time listening to it. I'm gonna put the shit on after this and try to cheer these motherfuckers up or something. But hey, man, it's gotta be 20-something projects at this point of fucking rapping. And you did it well. I can imagine you just got a little bit bored and wanted to do something different, something special. I think it's dope that you stepped away for a while and came back a completely new artist. I love it. I love it. I love it. The only slight critique I would give is, I mean, you could have fleshed out some of these songs a little more because a lot of them were under 3 minutes, but that's a small ass critique because that 38-minute runtime flies. But I am super interested to see what you do next because this is such a creative space for you to move into, something that no one expected, but it's fantastic, man. So congrats on the album. I hope that people pick up on it, and I hope it fucking runs the summertime. Even if it's in the house with COVID, I'm chilling. I'm pretending my car is a Cutlass. Give a fuck. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. That's it.